Hello race fans, and welcome to week number 3 of the Twisted Chassis Truck Series. It's the Bad Dawg Motorsports 138 here at Atlanta Motor Speedway, coming to you live here on Rice Motorsports TV. Well, I tell you, the season is now up and running, and we're so glad that you took the time to join us here on Rice Motorsports TV. Hey, we want to give a shout out to all our sponsors for all of their support. And first up, that would be Williams Performance Garage, the Hillman Group, Muehlberger Custom Homes, Checkered Flag Books, FamTrad Media, and Sonic Graphic Design. Now we still have several minutes to go here before we head on down to the track. Let's take a look at some of the race info for this evening. Boy, I tell you, it's a beautiful night out there for racing. 83-degree air temperature. Winds are a little gusty at 5 miles an hour. Now they're running the 65% fuel, and they have 4 complete sets of tires. That's a set they start with, plus 3 additional sets. They have only the 1 fast repair, and 3 attempts for a green-white checker if it comes to that. And I believe it's 90 laps scheduled this evening at this 1.5-mile facility. As always, thank you for joining us here on Rice Motorsports TV. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Click that notification bell so you'll know every time we go live. And let's also take a look at the points here as we move into the season here. Now, Jordan Stencil, he's leading with 90 points. Kevin Winker only 1 point behind, 89. And then we got a tie for third there. Blake Roebuck and Rusty Modesty. Charles Gettings, he's in fifth. Well, I guess you would say fifth as with the 78 points. 66 points for Mark Beverly. Then we have Matt Hayden 7th. And even though they're listed 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, boy, I tell you, all those guys are tied at 63 points. Skylar Berry, Brian Toller, Dustin Stallings, Harold Rothery. But then I tell you, man, it is tight. We got some more guys that are tied for points as well. Chris Wheeler, Jeremy Talley, and Calvin Dials. And look on down the order, you can see that it is very, very tight in the points throughout the field. And I tell you, it is just it's exciting to see it so close already. And so we just can't wait for more racing action to go. And as we scroll on down a little further, see where your favorite driver is located. And I tell you, but we've been having a great turnout here. And so far, it looks like we have about 27 trucks in the server. And I tell you, it has just been the season has really got off to a great start here. So about 5 minutes to go. We're going to go ahead and take a moment and hear from our sponsors, and we'll be right back. Hey, you're watching the Twisted Chassis Truck Series, the Bad Dawg Racing 138, here on Rice Motorsports TV.
Shoot, son. A cold November morning in a patch of hardwoods that you've had success in before. You hear them leaves crunching, getting closer and closer, and you see deer, just pieces of deer coming through the woods. And in the back of your mind, you just hoping and praying that it's that deer. There ain't no better feeling than that. To me, they ain't.
November 18th. He's down at 60 yards, baby.
Ain't no drug gonna touch that feeling. I promise you that right now.
We should really get these hung.
What? How'd you do that?
Yeah, how did you do that? Do what?
Lose the anxiety. Place, push, hang. High and mighty, designed to be stuck up.
Hi, I am Victoria Hall, and I run Checkered Flag Books. We have books for all ages and stages, learning new things such as potty training, and learning yoga and keeping your body healthy. We have books on how to control our emotions and how to be kind and learn table manners. We have books for all ages, from pregnancy to newborn to young students to those going to school and beyond. We also have activity books like drawing and painting and puzzles for all ages. We have sports books from anything you could imagine, including cars. We also have books for the fall and Halloween season that we're currently in now. If I can help you get any of these books into your home, feel free to send me a message or find me on Linktree. Can't wait to help you out.
Okay, folks, we're back here with Twisted Chassis Truck Series. Man, that's going to be a tongue twister for me. I can see that right now. And the Bad Dog Racing 138 at Atlanta Motor Speedway here on Rice Motorsports TV. And we've got just under a minute to go. And there's still a few guys out on track getting ready to get into their qualifying. Let's see who's out there. I think I see Blake Roebuck. He's out there at the moment. Currently, he's fourth quickest at the moment with that 30.641. He's got the 15 tucked right up under him. That's Alan Martin. He's currently 28th quickest, trying to get a little draft in there. Oh, and looks like Roebuck just peeled off. And as he crosses the line here, and let's see, he did improve his time up to 26th quickest, 31.746 there from Martin. And there's a few more guys on track. There's James Fitzmaurice. He's ninth fastest with a 30.910. And I think who was that? It was the number 8 spinning there. I believe it was Charles Gettings. And in the service rolling over anyway now for qualifying. So let's go ahead and we'll wait for some guys to come out on track here. And I see some folks coming out. I think I see Billy Stallings making his way out. There he is. One of the first to get out there. Now, you know, it's a virtual qualifying, so all the guys are out there on track at the same time. But from their perspective, they're the only ones on track. Coming around now to take the green flag, start his first timed lap. And we'll keep our eye on the timing tower as those qualifying times come in. Making his way onto the backstretch. Oh, and it gets into the wall, and unfortunately that's not going to, that lap will not count. That's one thing about qualifying. If you go off the track a little bit or touch a wall or something, and I don't believe iRacing will record a lap time, and it gave him one. They might have turned the strictness down on it. So he did get a lap time. He's third quickest at the moment for 32.788, and just got bumped with Kevin Winker. He's currently at the top with that 32.451. William Tomlinson, well, he was P2, now he's P3 with that 32.461. I think he goes by Dakota, actually. Jeremy Talley now on provisional pole with the 32.448. Time's coming in quick and fast here. Skylar Berry, he was fourth quickest. He went right up to the pole, 32.360. And just as I say that, Joshua Moore bumps him from the pole with that 32.294. James Fitzmaurice, he slots into the P2 position, 32.325. And it looks like there's still some folks out there. There's Ron Walters, 15th quickest at the moment with a 33.094. He's coming to the stripe here, see if he can improve on that 16th starting position. And unfortunately, he was unable to improve on his lap time. He just got bumped to the 17th position. There's Harold Rothery right behind him in the 7 machine. Currently 14th quickest with a 32.836. And just a reminder, to be sure to check in the description of the video. There's all the links to our sponsors and everything. And we also have live timing and scoring there, so you can keep up with your favorite driver's progress. And I think there's a new driver in the house here tonight, Kevin. I'm not trying to figure out how to pronounce that. Zabloodle. I'm not sure. He's P2 at the moment. So, and it looks like just about everybody's done. I think they have, and they still have a good 6 minutes to go. But is anybody else on track here? Looks like Tristan Stevenson, he's done. And so, trying to see, I saw some other folks. Patrick Hernandez. No time for Patrick yet. Making his way now onto the backstretch. Now, he has plenty of time to get a qualifying time in. We're only at 4.5 minutes into the session. It's a 10-minute session. 32.29 is the time to beat for pole as he comes to the stripe. Let's see what Patrick starts off with here. And he slots in at 14th quickest, 32.418. He'll see if he can improve on that lap time. Oh, and he blinked out on us. Oh my goodness. And let's see. Okay, I take that back. They I thought it was 10 minutes for qualifying, but it's only 5 minutes for the qualifying session. And I believe they're now going to have, looks like they have a 10-minute session here for their drivers' meeting. So we'll have to take a little break here while they all do their thing down in the pits. So we'll be back in a few. And you're watching, it's week number 3 of the Twisted Chassis Truck Series. It's the Bad Dog Motorsports 138 here at Atlanta Motor Speedway on Rice Motorsports TV.
There's a Hillman spirit that comes from deep within. It drives us forward as we build the future, putting us in a league of our own. Our legacy is rock solid because for 56 years, we've kept our eyes on the horizon and hard-working gloves on our hands. When we see the finish line, we push it. When we encounter a challenge, we tackle it. We innovate in the categories we lead because at Hillman, the building never stops. Building products like the 112,000 SKUs for our customers that help DIYers and professionals alike. And building relationships by sending our force of 1,100 service associates out into the field to stock, merchandise, and manage the 5 million products we ship around North America every day. When it comes to imagining, crafting, and building the environments we live in, Hillman is the American hero that makes dreams possible. Don't believe us? Try imagining a world without Hillman. With up to 30 products in the average household and goods in over 60,000 stores, that would leave a pretty big hole. In the last 6 months, 70% of homeowners went toe-to-toe with home improvement projects. We were honored to be the ones to help turn their ideas into reality. But we're not stopping there. In 1 month, our consumers and Hillman donated $37,000 to the COVID Nurses Relief Fund. And in 2 years, we planted more than 650,000 trees for the National Forest Foundation. We've sowed millions of seeds for the future, giving you the keys to build for tomorrow, to stake your claim, to climb to new heights, to show your hidden strength, and open the door to your future. Built Hillman Strong.
Shoots, huh? A cold November morning in a patch of hardwoods that you've had success in before. You hear them leaves crunching, getting closer and closer, and you see deer, just pieces of deer coming through the woods. And in the back of your mind, you just hoping and praying that it's that deer. There ain't no better feeling than that. To me, they ain't.
November 18th. He's down at 60 yards, baby.
Ain't no drug gonna touch that feeling. I promise you that right now.
Hi, I am Victoria Hall, and I run Checkered Flag Books. We have books for all ages and stages, learning new things such as potty training, and learning yoga and keeping your body healthy. We have books on how to control our emotions and how to be kind and learn table manners. We have books for all ages, from pregnancy to newborn to young students to those going to school and beyond. We also have activity books like drawing and painting and puzzles for all ages. We have sports books from anything you could imagine, including cars. We also have books for the fall and Halloween season that we're currently in now. If I can help you get any of these books into your home, feel free to send me a message or find me on Linktree. Can't wait to help you out.
Hey folks, we are back here, and we got about just over 3 minutes to go before we get to race time. Now they're in their warm-up session, so they have just a few more minutes to go. Let me see if I can grab somebody here. Where is look for somebody? Where's Billy Stallings? There's Billy. I'm gonna grab him up here in the booth with us for a moment. Hey, Billy, Tony in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey, Tony, how's it going?
Pretty good. How you doing, man? Well, I tell you, man, another great turnout here tonight for the league, buddy.
Yeah, looking good. Glad to see this many trucks in here.
I tell you, man, and I tell you, did you ever expect to see the league just really take off as well as it's been doing here?
I thought we would get there. To be on the second season. Kind of surprised to see it this full and good caliber drivers that we've got in here. So it's turning out better than expected so far.
10-4, man. Anybody you want to give a shout to out there?
Just you right now. Doing a bang up job you always do. We appreciate what you're doing, and glad you're with us.
10-4, man. I tell you, we've been enjoying it every step of the way, buddy. I'm gonna put you back down to your team, man, and good luck out there tonight.
Thank you, sir.
And that's Billy Stallings, the owner and leader of the Bad Dawg Motorsports racing team there, a sponsor for tonight's race. Less than 2 minutes to go. Let's see who else is out on track. Now, we saw Blake Roebuck earlier, and there's Caleb Clenard. Where is he at? Is he on track? There he is currently. I think, is that a new look? I wonder if he had that paint job last week. I'm trying to remember. I'd have to go back and look at the broadcast, but I think he may have had that. I think he changed up last week, and currently fifth fastest in the practice session. Less than a minute to go. He's following behind. I think that's the 18 there of Tristan Stevenson. Oh, and they got a little too close together there. He goes spinning around. Oh, and he just does miss the outside wall. Able to regain control, and he'll go ahead and hop to the pits here and compose himself there. Lights him up as he leaves his pit box. But the warm-up session is just about done. So we'll be getting ready to roll over to the race session any second here. I redid my, I had to redo my setup here for tonight's broadcast. I usually have the national anthem in here, so I apologize. That's not in here tonight, but it will be in here next broadcast, guaranteed. Doing some neat little burnout down at pit road. Like at the drag strip, laying down some rubber there. And the clock is rolling over here. There we go, rolling into the race session. Drivers will be heading out on the pit road now. See them starting to make their way out. Let's see. Yeah, there they are, starting to line up now. As they make their way down, let's go ahead and take a look at that starting grid. And on the pole is Joshua Moore in that 51 truck. He got up there and snatched it away and was managed to hold on to it. Blake Roebuck starting in that second position. Third is Kevin Zabludel. I'm gonna have to talk to him about that and make sure I get his pronunciation right. Jimmy Fitzmaurice in the fourth position. Brett Summers fifth. Tristan Stevenson sixth. Then we have Caleb Clenard seventh. Skylar Berry is in the eighth spot. Matt Hayden is ninth. Kevin Winker rounds out your top 10. Then after that in 11th is Jeremy Talley with Cody Tarrant in the 12th position. 13th is Dakota Tomlinson. Patrick Hernandez starting 14th. 15th is Mason Ford. Rusty Modesty in the 16th position. Chris Zofield 17th. 18th is Billy Stallings. 19th is Harold Rothery, and Dustin Stallings rounds out the top 20. Then in 21st position, we have Ron Walters with Charles Gettings in the 22nd position. 23rd is Mark Beverly. And now starting with Charles there, these guys did not post a qualifying time. So Mark, he's 23rd. Alan Martin will start 24th position. 25th, Jordan Stencil. 26th, David Hall. 27th spot will be Haas Beverly with Terry Collett in the 28th spot. 29th, Brian Toller. And Calvin Dials rounding out the field in the 30th position. The guys making their way down the backstretch here. Pace truck should be pulling on the pit road any moment. There he goes. And we'll be waiting for that green flag. Holding them down. We got a green, and we are racing here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. And right off the bat, look at Blake Robot. He jumps right ahead of the 51, right into that lead. He might have caught the 51 napping just a little bit. Zablotto there in the third position. James Fitzmaurice, fourth spot. Naked fifth now. Guys are kind of jostling around for position. Joshua Moore, he did manage to hold on to that second position as they race around now. Finish lap one. Roebuck still in the lead at the moment. The 18, Tristan Stevenson, he's starting to nose ahead on, actually he's trying to push the 17 there of Kevin Zablotto into the lead position. I think that was Glenard down there got below the line there. It looks like he's okay though. And boy, the guys, they're racing hard already. Coming down to the stripe. Zablotto, he'll lead that lap number 2. As they start lap 3, and he is out.
There's a Hillman spirit that comes from deep within. There's a Hillman spirit that comes from deep within. It drives us forward as we build the future, putting us in a league of our own. Our legacy is rock solid because for 56 years, we've kept our eyes on the horizon and hard-working gloves on our hands. When we see the finish line, we push it. When we encounter a challenge, we tackle it. We innovate in the categories we lead because at Hillman, the building never stops. Building products like the 112,000 SKUs for our customers that help DIYers and professionals alike. And building relationships by sending our force of 1,100 service associates out into the field to stock, merchandise, and manage the 5 million products we ship around North America every.
Okay, folks, I think we're able to continue here. For a minute there, I thought that server was acting up on me again. Looks like we're still racing here. You can see the whole gang is still in here. There's Kevin Winker there in the, looks like what position he's in right now, third. It's just started lap number 7. Meanwhile, Skylar Berry, he has gotten to the head of the line here. Winker there right behind him. Man, I tell you, they are flying around Atlanta here too, folks. Mason Ford in the 17th position. I mean, they're battling throughout the field here. Brett Summers in that 10th spot. Trying to stay in that 10th position there. Well, further up, Joshua Moore, he's in that third position. Now, he started on the pole, and boy, I tell you, they got him at the start, but he is still up there. Now he's just nosed ahead of Skylar Berry for the moment, showing in the lead. I think that's Tristan Stevenson, the 18 truck, giving him a nice little push there on that outside line. See him battling the 68 there, Berry, down on the inside. Berry just barely has his nose ahead as they start, and it's only lap 10. Wow. I mean, it's some fierce battling going out there tonight, folks. Joshua Moore, he continues to get his nose slightly ahead. And the guys behind him, they're holding pace here. Rusty Modesty in that 7th position at the moment. They know they've got a long ways to go. And I tell you, these guys are running really close together here, and it looks like the entire field is just staying together. And I mean, they are just hanging tight in there too, folks. And that is awesome to see them racing so close together here. Further back the order here. Mason Ford in that 19th position. The whole, like I said, the whole field is just staying. They're tight, pretty tight all the way through the field. There's Patrick Hernandez in the 23rd spot, and well, I tell you, he's got a lot of work to do to work his way up to the front. But sometimes it's all about being just being a little patient. Looks like everybody's running. Let's see. We have some guy. There's Hoss Beverly, currently in the 24th position, and we're showing Toller and I believe it was I don't know if it was Terry Collett. Somebody with Stallings and Toller are showing out like they put their trucks behind the wall. I don't know. Yeah, he's well, there he is right there. I don't know why timing and scoring is showing him as out, because he's still racing along here. Let's check back up with your guys at the front. There's Cody Tarrant, currently in that 5th position. Now 14 laps in the books. They're all kind of gauging each other here. Winker, he's still hanging in at the top 5 in that 3rd position. Yeah, I think it may, I don't know, it may have something to do with the size of the field, because this is one of your larger fields of trucks, and sometimes it's also based on your settings too. And when you have large fields of trucks, sometimes that can get a little sketchy there. So we'll do some more research into that. But so far so good. And the guys are racing along. Joshua Moore, Skylar Berry, they're battling along there. Berry, he's in that 2nd spot. He's right behind the 51, who has actually made it back up to the front of the field again. He started on the pole, and now he's leading those guys, and he's going to try to see if he can keep it up there for sure. As they come around now to get ready to start lap 17. Moore is still out front. Tristan Stevenson on that high side. And who is that behind him? That is the 25 there, Cody Tarrant. Trying to get that high side going a little bit more. There's Caleb Clenard. We saw him, he was down on the apron there a little bit on the backstretch near the beginning of the race. Now he's starting to work his way up. He's in the top 10 now, and he's definitely trying to work his way up the order here. He had gotten bounced down a little bit at the start of the race. He actually lost 2 positions from where he started in the race. But at the moment, yeah, he's holding his own in that 9th position. Let's look a little further back. There's Brett Summers in the 12th spot. And they're quickly changing positions here. Harold Rothery in that 7 machine. Everybody's jostling for position here. Right now showing just getting into the top 10. Boy, Harold, he's moved up 10 spots since the start of the race. Trying to get that 7 machine to the front. And we got somebody down low. Is that couldn't tell who that was. Somebody was running down low on the track. I couldn't quite make out who that was, but it looks like everybody still might have been. Was it Billy? There might have been Billy, because now he's dropped back to the 30th position. I thought he was further up than that. He's like lost 12 spots since he started the race. He might have just dropped back just so to, not maybe cause problems. Oh, and I almost saw the, who was that? It was the 18, I believe. Almost have a moment there. That was close. I think it was the 18 and whoever that is in front of him. But it looks like they almost touched. Not the side. Harold Rothery, he moves up into that 8th position. I think it was Zabludel. His left rear and the right front of Stevenson almost came together, and boy, I tell you, that could have been like, that would not have been pretty at all. Leaders still continuing to battle. Moore and Barry trading the lead back and forth. Kevin Winker, he's still man. Look at Caleb Clenard. He's made his way all the way up inside the top 5. He started back a bit further back, but now he's up there and battling for the lead. He doesn't have anybody on the outside right now. I think that's the 17 back there behind him, but he's several truck lengths behind. Right now it's Joshua Moore just leading a line of 3. Moore, Barry, and Winker. I think that's Rusty Modesty also down on the inside. They were all in line. They didn't stay in line for long. Well, I tell you, some great racing going on here, folks. Brett Summers now. A lot of these guys that are up here in the top 10, they lost a few spots at the start of the race, but they're starting to make their way back up to where they started. Summers now in that 6th position. He's only 1 spot away from where he actually started the race. Now Clenard and Hayden, they've been moving up from their original starting position. Barry once again to the front. He's got Kevin Winker right there behind him. So far, so good. And now they're just, I think Winker, he's kind of just settled for it. He's just going to hook up there with Barry. And they may be doing this. Now, I don't believe they're teammates. Skylar Barry, he's with Mythic Racing, and Kevin Winker, he is Team America. Yeah, that's right. And so they're not teammates, so to speak, but they seems like they're definitely working together right now. Rusty Modesty, he's just staying nice and calm there in that 3rd position. That's Joshua Moore up on the high side. Caleb Clenard now up there trying to push him up towards the front. There's the 5 of Matt Hayden. Hayden, he's moved up a couple of spots since he joined the race. Currently in that 7th position. And they're almost 1/3 of the way through this race already. We're on lap 28, and these guys continue to race along. See, there's Charles Gettings back in the 11th position, trying to break into that top 10. Boy, Charles, he has gained 11 spots since he started the race. He is definitely on the move. You know, there's only but so much room at the front. You know, everybody can't get up there, but all these guys are moving like they're just going right to the front. And Charles, he is getting with the program as well. I think he's battling with Chris Zofield there. Zofield in that 11th position. Oh, he just got bumped back to the 12th spot, number 12 truck there. Oh, and Gettings almost getting right down in front of him. But some tight quarters racing here, folks. There, and look at the 19 there of Patrick Hernandez. Boy, he was way back there, and he is just raced up into the. I remember a few laps ago I was saying, yeah, he's got a lot of work to do to get up to the front. And Patrick Hernandez has raced his way up into the top 10, moved up 4 spots. And we're officially 1/3 of the way through. We're on lap 30 of 90. Joshua Moore once again to the point. He's got Caleb Clenard behind him this time. Boy, I tell you, Caleb, he's done a good job to get himself right up to the front there. So now he's hooked up with Moore here, and we'll see what happens there. That's Skylar Berry right behind him, and Kevin Winker in that 4th position. Oh, well, we got us a caution here, and let's see. I think it's looks like it might be Dustin Stallings, and yeah, there's Dustin there, and truck is still rolling, and might be just look like a little bit of damage there on the rear. Yeah, he might have looped around. He's the only one I see that looks like he might have been involved there. So let's go ahead and let's take a break here real quick, and not a break, but let's look at the replay, see if we can see what happened to Dustin here. He's racing along the number 1 truck. Now, was that Harold Rother? He got up in the wall up in front of him, and and the number 1, I don't know what happened there, but he wasn't clear. He moved up the track into the 7, and boy, I tell you, he's lucky he didn't take out more trucks. Now the 7 truck was already in the wall, and the number 1 there kind of moved up there into him, but looks like everybody else was able to get on by unscathed. So here we are, caution, lap 32. Dustin's making his way around. Meanwhile, your leaders, Joshua Moore, Caleb Clenard there, and all the rest of the gang up at the front, making their way down to their pit box. Joshua Moore had to go a little bit further down, or he's actually already in his pit. He's there now. And left side's going on. Everybody's getting tires and fuel. And he's down and away. Everybody's racing their way off of pit road. Right now, the 51 truck is now back at the front once again. He's followed by Caleb Clenard in that 2nd position. Kevin Winker, he's in the 3rd spot. Skylar Berry will line up behind them in the 4th position, and Rusty Modesty, he rounds out your top 5. So all the guys that were up in the front, they're still there. Brett Summers, he's joined the party in 6th position. Patrick Hernandez, restart in the 7th spot with Calvin Dials in 8th position. Matt Hayden 9th. And Charles Gettings, he will round out your top 10 on the restart. Lights are out. Actually, are they out? Let's see. Yeah, lights are out on the pace truck, so we'll be going green next time around. It'll be lap 35 on the restart. And we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. You're watching the Bad Dog Motorsports 138 here live on Rice Motorsports TV.
Shoot, son. A cold November morning in a patch of hardwoods that you've had success in before. You hear them leaves crunching, getting closer and closer. Ain't no drug gonna touch that feeling. I promise you that right now.
Okay, folks, and they're still under caution. I'm not sure if they waved off the start. I'm trying to lock on the leaders, and it won't let me lock onto the leaders for whatever reason. We're still connected. Oh, no, we didn't. We lost. This server is just giving me fits here, folks, and we'll just have to take a break here, and we'll have to reconnect to the server, and I'm pretty sure they're getting started, so stand by. We will be right back.
There's a Hillman spirit.
Waiting for device to disconnect.
It drives us forward as we build the future,
Man.
putting us in a league of our own. Our legacy is rock solid because for 56 years, we've kept our eyes on the horizon and hard-working gloves on our hands. When we see the finish line, we push it. When we encounter a challenge, we tackle it. We innovate in the categories we lead because at Hillman, the building never stops. Building products like the 112,000 SKUs for our customers that help DIYers and professionals alike. And building relationships by sending our force of 1,100 service associates out into the field to stock, merchandise, and manage the 5 million products we ship around North America every day. When it comes to imagining, crafting, and building the environments we live in, Hillman is the American hero that makes dreams possible. Don't believe us? Try imagining a world without Hillman. With up to 30 products in the average household and goods in over 60,000 stores. That would leave a pretty big hole. In the last 6 months, 70% of homeowners went toe-to-toe with home improvement projects. We were honored to be the ones to help turn their ideas into reality. But we're not stopping there. In 1 month, our consumers and Hillman donated $37,000 to the COVID Nurses Relief Fund. And in 2 years, we planted more than 650,000 trees for the National Forest Foundation. We've sowed millions of seeds for the future, giving you the keys to build for tomorrow, to stake your claim, to climb to new heights, to show your hidden strength, and open the door to your future. Built Hillman Strong.
And my apologies, my microphone wasn't on. But yeah, that was crazy. We saw the 30 truck going down pit road backwards. That was a first. I've never seen that before in a race. But he was involved in that. And while these guys everybody's getting work done here, let's see if we can figure out what happened here. Let's go back with Blake Roebuck and see what caused him to get his damage. Now, there's the 30 truck. I'm thinking something happened in front of him. Let's roll at normal speed here for a minute. Oh, they see now there's the 7. 7's getting sideways, and I think he just got caught up here. Oh boy, this is gonna hurt. The 7 gets T-boned by whoever that was, a 38 truck, and Roebuck, he just gets slammed up in the middle of the 38 getting up in the air. And well, I tell you, that was a rough ending there for Roebuck. But it was nothing really he could do. So the lights are out on the pace truck. It'll be lap 50 on the restart. They make their way through turns 1 and 2. As they make their way down the backstretch here. Do a shout out to all the folks in the chat. Thanks for hanging in there with us. Dadgone internet connection issues and everything. And we'll do everything we can to keep this stream alive. It'll be lap 50 on the restart. The whole field is getting, and now the teammates, they're side by side, of course. They were running 1-2. So they'll have to try to see if they can, we'll see. Will Winker get out front, and will Moore try to drop in behind him? Because Skylar Berry, he is right there to take advantage of any situation here. Let's see what happens as we get the restart.
Green, green, green.
We got a green flag, and we're racing once again. A little bit of a slow start there. Winker, he's just getting going. Charles Gettings trying to get the jump on him. As they go down into turn 1, he couldn't quite get there. Winker, he's going to manage to hold on. Skylar Berry's staying right there with him in that third spot. Boy, his teammate Joshua Moore got a nice jump, but looks like he's going to pull right back up to the back of him. And, he might go on by the 51 this time. They may see if they can switch the positions here. Winker trying to go for the lead position in the team. And there's Moore, and Winker does drop down in front of the 51. Skylar Berry directly behind them. There's the 12 of Chris Zofield on the outside. Zofield, he doesn't have any help up there at the moment. He's got Charles Gettings down on the inside. Jeremy Talley, I don't think I've called his name all night. And Jeremy Talley, he's now up inside the top 10 there. Well, I tell you, these guys are racing hard. There's Mark Beverly, the 45 machine. It's never, ever surprising to see him work his way up into the top 10. I can guarantee you that. I don't care what number he's driving. These guys are continuing to battle along. Winker, and now, he's still leading his teammate. Well, actually, his teammate now is on the high side, and it's Skylar Berry that's tucked now in behind the 42. Charles Gettings in that fourth position. And these guys will probably continue to tussle back here. Let's look a little further back in the order. There's Matt Hayden. Everybody's I'll tell you, this field has stayed packed the whole time. There's Alan Martin, 15th, and I mean, there's no place in this field that folks are really getting separated. Brian Toller currently running in the 17th position. A little further back is Tristan Stevenson in the 21st spot. Now, he's lost a ton of spaces. He was up at the front there, and I think he might have got caught up in that caution, though. So he also has a bit of work to do to try to get back up to the front there, and right now he's tucking up behind the 54. And that's Hoss Beverly, actually. Meanwhile, at the front, Winker continues to lead. Skylar Berry in that second position. Berry's probably now in that position he wants to be in. I think he would rather have those two teammates separated. So he take on one at a time. But his teammate is still there up on that high side. You can't see him right now. He's right in front of the 12 truck there. These guys staying in tight formation. More on that high side. Boy, I tell you, that number 12, Chris Zofield, he is all over the back of that 51. Oh, and he gets turned by the 6th. Oh, and he's up into the wall. He goes over top of the 6th. Caution here on lap 57. Oh, my goodness. Chris Zofield. Oh, man. And there, a lot of guys more guys got caught up as now he's making his way along here. He may have to, well, the truck's engine's not smoking. I don't know if he'll have to burn a faster pair or not. We see more guys in the back there. He's moving kind of slow there, though. He does have a bit of damage. Oh, I think that truck is, yeah, that truck is crabbing. They call that crabbing. It's not even tracking straight right now. So he's kind of trying to make his way back to pit road. Man, he was having a good race there too. But he does have the faster pair, so if he hasn't been in any other situation, he'll be able to use that now. And let's go back and see if we can find out what happened to Chris here. So several other folks got caught up in stuff, and trying to go back and see where it started. Let's see. Let's just go right here and just saw it. This is where we were looking right at him. And we're racing along here now. He's a 12 truck up right there behind the 51. And Rusty Modesty in the 6 machine. Okay, the 12 goes down. I don't know if the truck kind of got away from him. and he was going sideways, but the six closed in really close. I don't know if he touched him or took the air off the spoiler or what, but nevertheless, they all just got up in the air. Zofield, he's up along. He's along for the ride now, folks. And six truck basically went up under him and right on through. More trucks there around. They're also all these folks. I'm not sure what happened. These guys were probably reacting to what was going on. A lot of trucks there. Brett Summers, he got caught up in there, and man, I tell you, that was a run. Like Skylar Berry looked like he looked like he might have made it through. I think he was ahead of all that anyway. Let's take it back live. So a lot of folks on pit road, Terry Collett, making his way off of pit. Well, he's got right rear damage, but he's making his way back onto the track, currently in the 21st position. Tristan Stevenson is your leader at the moment. Lights are out on the pace truck. This is only the third caution of the evening, and he'll be leading them back. Kevin Dials, the 74 machine. He's followed by the 38 Brian Toller. Brett Summers in the 77 truck. Up on the high side, Skylar Berry. He's both Skylar Berry and Kevin Winker. They're right there. Ready to rock and roll once again. Charles Gettings, all these guys, I believe they were ahead of everything that happened, so they really weren't affected by any of that. Patrick Hernandez diving down on the pit race, actually making his way out again. So that might have been a strategy move there, top off the tanks. And if it stays green, he might try to go and see if he can make this thing last till the end. Making their way now through turns 3 and 4. Pace truck is on pit road. And we're waiting for that green flag.
Green flag, green flag.
We got a green, and actually, I guess it was Kevin Dials that had the leading the restart. He might have picked the outside lane, had lane choice there. So they're off and running once again. It's Dials, Stevenson, Summers, Berry, Toller, your top 5. Well, I tell you, they're mixing it up here too. Brett Summers, he's down on that inside. And okay, I thought he was he is 77, but his truck says number 7. Okay, but he's registered as a 77. Kevin Winker, right there with the gang up front. I think that's Jeremy Talley right in front of him. I was about to say, where's Mark Beverly? He is right there behind them, somewhere back there, not too far behind. There's the 51. Your pole setter, Joshua Moore, down on that inside line. Stevenson can, boy, he's in the middle now. He's kind of stuck here. Kevin Dials, he's down on the inside. He moves ahead of Stevenson. Skylar Berry's coming along on that outside. Boy, the 18's not in a good spot right now. He's stuck to the high. There's Jeremy Talley in the white number 2. In the 18, he has nowhere to go. They're 3 wide coming out of turn 4. 74, he kind of loses it. He was your leader, and now he's just trying to get back on track before he gets left by the entire group. Skylar Berry takes over the lead. Tristan Stevenson, boy, he kind of caught a little bit of a break there. He was the meat in the sandwich, and you could see him fighting that truck, trying not to get into anybody. That was some close quarters driving there. Now it's Barry and Jeremy Talley. Stevenson down on the inside as they race down the backstretch. Kevin Winker now in that 5th position. There's the 45, Mark Beverly, right behind him there. Actually, right behind Brett Summers. Now 25 laps remaining. Boy, these guys, you know they're going to be duking it out hard right to the checkered flag. Mark Beverly, he has gained 17 positions since the start of the race. Make it 16. As their positions kind of go back and forth there a little bit. Well, I tell you, and oh, is that Jeremy Talley? He's up there blinking. Oh, and that's not good. Kevin Winker is right behind him too. Well, I tell you, if Talley is starting to blink now, that would not be a comfortable thing to deal with. Talley looking down on the inside. He's trying to make the move for the lead. He's got a nose ahead at the moment. Skylar Berry stuck on that high side. Now Talley's almost the meat and the sandwich. You better be careful. The 18's going to get down on the inside. He manages to keep that from happening and still hold on to the lead somehow. And who is that? Charles Gettings up against the wall, and he's scraping. Oh, and he gets loose. And he almost took some trucks with him, but I think it might have been just him. Everybody else, nobody else was involved. Man, that was super close. Caution here with 23 laps to go. Jeremy Talley, now it's his turn. He'll be on the restart unless he pits. So it looks like everybody is will be able to continue here. Let's look at Charles Gettings here, and he was racing along. And we'll slide. Oh, let's run that back just a little bit here. And he might have just, I don't know if he just slid up into the wall or what, but let's slow that down. Now he's door to door with the 129. And who is that? 129. That's William Tomlinson. And boy, they're banging doors and fighting for that position. They're fighting for the position, and but yeah, fighting a little too hard there and lost it coming off of 2. And boy, I tell you, that was Sue. He almost got a couple of more trucks heading down to the wall with him, but as it turns out, he was the only one that ended up going down there. And sorry, that makes was the caution number 4. I tell you, the closer this thing gets to the end, man, I tell you, it's the pressure just ramps up more and more. So now it's Jeremy Talley. I'm sorry, yeah, Jeremy Talley, Skylar Berry in that 2nd position. There's Kevin Winker down on the apron there. Brett Summers, he'll restart in the 4th spot. Mark Beverly in the 5th position. He's followed by the 51, Joshua Moore. Kevin Zabludil in the 7th spot. Hoss Beverly now up in the top 10. He'll restart in that 8th position. Matt Hayden right behind him in the 5 machine, 9th. And Patrick Hernandez will round out your top 10. And that's assuming none of these guys pit. Last time we saw Patrick pull down pit road with 1 to go. And the lights are out on the pace truck, so it'll be 19 to go when they hit the stripe. Oh, boy. Jeremy Talley. Skylar Berry, he's ready to get going once again. Brett Summers. Kevin Winker, they're all geared up and ready to go. Joshua Moore, those are the two teammates there. It's almost getting to the point, it's going to be almost every man for himself here in a minute. Talley opted for the high line on the restart at lane choice. And Pace truck will be pulling off any second now. There he goes. Okay, hold on, folks. Here we go. Getting ready for the restart. And we got a green flag, and Talley leads them back to racing. Skylar Berry, he'll drop right in behind him. Kevin Winker, there's a Brett Summers on that high side. That high side is, I don't think it's the place to be on the restart. They always end up getting kind of left out there. You see the 77, he hurried up and got down on the inside. Somebody else just went to the high side. And I see the 51. He's on the high side. Joshua Moore, not making a whole lot of progress at the moment. And he doesn't have anybody behind him at the moment. There's his teammate Kevin Winker on the inside, at 42 truck. Now he could be, I was about to say, he could be sitting there waiting for his teammate to move up there, and maybe they'll try to draft to the front. Now he moved up there. He allowed Brett Summers to get a little closer to Skylar Berry there. Jeremy Talley at the front still continues to lead. Oh boy, they got a little squirrely there. That was the I want to say it was maybe the 51. He almost got out of shape there. And he's got Patrick Hernandez. Boy, Patrick Hernandez is right on his tail. Might be doing a little bump drafting there. Skylar Berry, he's tucked in under the number 2 there of Jeremy Talley. And boy, those trucks, they're moving around a bit back there. Patrick Hernandez. Oh, and he had to get out of it a little bit there. Almost got into the back of the 51. Those two teammates in front of him, Joshua Moore and Kevin Winker. Mark Beverly down on that inside. He's sneaking. Oh, there's Joshua Moore. Beverly's he's down on that inside. He's trying to sneak his way in there, ever closer to the front. Oh, and looks like Summers in trouble. Oh, big pile up. Everybody got caught up in that one. Oh my goodness. Mason Ford. Oh man. Some of your lead trucks there. Patrick Hernandez. Now Kevin Winker looks like he made it through. Skylar Berry, he's still alive with Jeremy Talley continuing to lead here. I mean, they're just racing so hard here now, and I think, yeah, let's see. Patrick Hernandez and Jordan Stenzel. I don't know if they came together or what. Let's take a look at it here. Or Hernandez, he's the 19 truck. And, oh, okay, Brett Summers is already in trouble. The 7 truck caught that apron, and Mark Beverly shot up the track there. I think he caught the 19 out a little bit, trying to avoid the 7. Oh, and that set up a bad chain reaction, and everybody behind them, they're just along for the ride now. Oh, my goodness, the 5 truck got caught up in it. And trucks just everybody's just getting caught up. The 83 truck, he's got in there. Some of those guys are probably lucky that they didn't get caught up in that stuff. You see them rolling up on it, and they were able to get rode down just in time to get past it. So here we are. we're slowly making our way to the end of this race. Thrills, spills, and chills right here at Atlanta. And yes, there are a lot of twisted chassis out there now, folks. Let's see, who's on pit road? There's Zabodal, he's on there. Matt Hayden, Patrick Hernandez, he's on pit road. Terry Collett is on pit road. A lot of banged up trucks here, folks. Billy Stallings, he's out. He's on, he's 21st position. He's only 1 lap down. Let's see. Toller's making his way out. Boy, look at the damage on his truck there. He obviously didn't have a faster pair. And, oh man, he's just trying to hang on now. A lot of these guys making their way out. There's Hernandez. A lot of these guys just getting whatever work they can get done on the truck done so they can get back out there. These trucks aren't going to be looking super pretty at the end of this race here. Main objective is get out there and collect as many points as you can now. Charles Gettings in the 7th spot. Hoss Beverly now in the 6th position. There's his son Mark Beverly right below him there in the 5th spot. Winker, he's still holding on there, and Joshua Moore's teammate, they're still managing to hang on. And Skylar Berry and Jeremy Talley up at the front row. Looks like Talley decided to take the inside line this time on the restart. It'll be 10 laps to go when we hit the stripe. And we got a green flag, and we are racing once again. Here we go, folks. Talley, he leads them. Boy, look behind them. Look at Skylar Berry. Kevin Winker down on the inside. He's got Winker's teammate, Joshua Moore, right there behind him. Boy, Mark Beverly, he is sticking right there. Charles Gettings getting near the front as well. They cross the stripe, and it is 9 laps remaining. Well, I tell you, they're going to be getting down here now, folks. Kevin Winker, he doesn't have his teammate to help him out. His teammate's literally right next to him. So running door to door, not exactly, not much they can do to help each other at this point. Jeremy Talley trying to hold on to this lead and trying to get a win here at Atlanta. Skylar Berry, he is really close to getting that lead position from the 2 truck. And Talley once again fights him off as they race down the backstretch. Caleb Clenard back there, he's got himself right up in this party. Now 7 to go. That gap in between those trucks closed up so fast as they got to the turn. And he raced down the backstretch. It's 3 lanes, but it's not really 3 lanes to work with. Not quite wide enough to stick a truck in there, especially as you make your way through the turns. Skylar Berry trying to work his way up there once again. Can't really, doesn't look like he's doing much unless he's just sitting there just kind of waiting, trying to bide his time here. See if he can see what's going to happen. Boy, talk about being a sitting duck. Poor Jeremy Talley, there's absolutely nothing he can do. Just keep running the line that he can run and just trying to, he doesn't, I don't think he has, see, I think that's actually Skylar Berry. They are teammates, the 2 and the 68. So that's an interesting twist. We have 2 pairs of teammates there, but they're kind of those 2. They're both running side by side. So it's Mythic Racing on the front row, and Team America on the second row with the 51 and the 42. And right now they kind of got it locked out. Folks like Mark Beverly there. I mean, what can he really do? I mean, it's so tight here. Oh, and they get super close to their teammates, Winker there and Moore. It's going to be 3 to go as they cross the line. Running out of opportunities here. Skylar Berry, he's probably trying to do everything he can think of, just racing as hard as he can, maybe getting a little side draft going on that 2 truck, seeing if he can try to race down there and get that position. And he is ahead of the 2 as they a little bit anyway as they go down to turn 3. But Jeremy Talley, he fights him off through turns 3 and 4. Oh, and somebody almost got it, and they do get into the wall. Who is that? That is I couldn't tell who that was. Might have been Zofield. We lost somebody there. It's still Barry Talley, Stevenson, and Mark Beverly. That was Kevin Winker. Winker got loose, and he's still rolling, though. He's back now in the 14th position. So, but up the front, his teammate is also. Where is his teammate at? I don't. He got must have got taken out. Oh, Summers, and we got a caution here. Summers, he locks it down. Doesn't look like he has any damage. There's his teammate, the 51, Joshua Moore. So, wow, both Team America drivers, ironically, still together, but further down the order, just outside of the top 10. And let's see. I don't know if I think when we look at this replay here, let's run it slow here. There's Brett Summers, and I don't know if he had some help. Doesn't look like anybody's too close to him, unless it's that 120 they were battling earlier, I believe. I think I just saw was that the 9 truck? Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, yeah, got a little help there, and so he's on his way to the grass. The 9 is going to squeak on by, and that's Terry Collett. He managed to get by as Brett Summers he spins around, but he does lock it down in a hurry. There's 19, Patrick Hernandez going on by, and so everybody was able to avoid him. And now it's 3. Now, you know they have 3 attempts for a green-white checker, and this will probably be the first one here. So it's Jeremy Talley, Skylar Berry, Mark Beverly, there he is in the 3rd position. Tristan Stevenson was 4th. Then Charles Gettings in the 5th position. The 196 there, Caleb Clenard, and the 129, William Tomlinson, or Dakota Tomlinson. His name is showing as William in the thing for some reason. Let's see. Calvin Dials is 8th, Alan Martin 9th, and Chris Zofield, he rounds out your top 10. Winker and Kevin Winker, he's a little bit further back in that 12th position. His teammate Joshua Moore further back in 15th now. And Brett Summers, who had to spin, he's in 17th position. So some of the guys that were really, fighting up at the front, Hernandez, he's not even on the lead lap now. So now it's up to these guys up here now. Jeremy Talley, Skylar Berry, 2 teammates here. They may get to battle each other for the win here. Tristan Stevenson, Mark Beverly. I tell you, they're not gonna be taking it easy by any stretch of the imagination. I think that Beverly showing a little damage on his hood. Yeah, he's got a little damage on the hood there. Okay, folks, hold on to your hats here. Going in turns 3 and 4. This should be our first opportunity for a green-white checker restart. What are these guys going to? There's the pace truck. Everybody's ready to get going.
Green flag, green flag.
We got a green flag, and we're racing once again. Teammates side by side. They're heading down to turn 1. Talley, is he gonna drop down in front of his teammate? Yes, he will. Stevenson up on that high side. Mark Beverly staying down on the inside though. Opting not to go up there with the 18 truck at the moment. And now he moves up there into position. Oh, we got us another caution, and it's Haas Beverly. Oh man, that truck has a bit of damage. And that happened really quick there. Let's go back and see what happened to Haas here. And he's already in trouble there. Let's run it back a little bit, see if we can see what happened here. Now Haas, he's the 54 truck. He's down on the inside there. And let's see. He's racing along, and that's the 99 right next to him, Ron Walters. And they get close and close and close. Oh, and I think the 99, he came down just a little too much into the 54 and almost collects the 51 of Moore. But he was able to escape there. And I think he was probably the only one really involved in that. And now he's just skating through the grass, and nice reaction there. Able to hold on to the truck enough. Oh yeah, I know he was trying to keep that thing from going back up on the track, but most of the field had gone by anyway. Okay, so that's attempt number 1. Done and dusted there. So now we're going to get another attempt. This will be should be our second green-white checker attempt. Boy, I tell you, And now it's Jeremy Talley. Stevenson is between him. Stevenson will be alongside him on the restart. And Skylar Berry will be behind his teammate, which will probably not be a bad thing, really. But it's also a green-white checker situation. You're not going to really have a whole lot of time to mess around here. Mark Beverly fourth. Caleb Clenard will be in that fifth position. Folks down on pit road making their way off. Billy Stallings making his way coming down on the pit road. Now, no, Billy, a lot of times he'll have some bad luck. He doesn't always make it to the end of the race, and hey, he's hanging in there today, folks. 21st position, and I think he I don't know if he's on the lead lap or maybe a lap down. But he's hanging in there today. Lights are out on the pace truck. So let's see if they get it done this time around. If not, hey, I think it's only going to be one more shot after this, and then that will be a wrap for sure. Making their way through the middle of 3 and 4. Green-white checker attempt number 2. Pace truck is in. Here we go, folks. Talley's on the inside, teammate behind him there. We got the green flag, and they're trying to get going there together. Boy, the 18 just popped in. His truck wasn't even there. I don't know if that was the view of Mark Beverly as well, but if that was, it can't be a pleasant thing to deal with. They race down the backstretch. Let's see if they keep it together here. Racing to the white flag, Caleb Clenard down on that inside. There's the 18 of Stevenson on the high side. Here they go, down to the line. White flag is in the air. One more lap here at Atlanta. Jeremy Talley, teammate right behind him, trying to make it a 1-2. Stevenson up on that high side. He doesn't have a lot of momentum. He's trying to see if he can build some up going down the backstretch here. Here they go into turn 3. He almost has the third position. Well, he's still third. He's not quite have that second position yet. But Jeremy Talley, he's going to hold on. And he goes spinning across the line. Spinning or no spinning, he takes the checkered flag here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Jeremy Talley, you're a winner here tonight at Atlanta. And it was a 1-2. Skylar Berry showing across the line in the second position. So a 1-2 finish there for Mythic Racing. Stevenson, he did finish in the third position, the 18 truck. But congratulations to your winner, Jeremy Talley, on that victory here tonight. Okay, let's get the guys up to the booth here. Let's go find everybody. Let's see, where is everybody? Gotta look for everybody. Excuse me, Skylar Berry, I thought he was, their team is like way down here somewhere. Mythic, where is, there they are. we'll take Skylar and move him up. And let's see. So got him up there, and let's get where's Mythic? Where's Jeremy? There's Jeremy. Either he's gonna move himself or got him up there, and now we're gotta find Tristan Stevenson, unless he's already up there. And no, he's not. I think he may be down in there he is right there. We'll bring him up. And there we go. And we'll hop up there with them. Okay, folks, we're here with your top three: Jeremy Talley, Skylar Berry, and Tristan Stevenson. Hey, Jeremy, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Why, I tell you, man, congratulations, man. That was a crazy finish there.
Absolutely, buddy. I owe all of that to Skylar. Man, that was a hell of a push on those last few laps.
I say, man, I think that was the second attempt on the green-white checker. You're probably thinking, man, is this going to come down to number 3 or what?
Man, I was really praying just for a top 3 finish, but I mean, I knew I had a chance. Got one of the best pushers behind me on that restart, so we'll take it.
Yeah, I tell you, man, and because it was interesting. I saw you guys, and then I saw the teammates there. With for Team America there, Winker and his teammate. And did you guys think it might come down to the 4 of you guys? Because you guys look like you had those 2 rows locked up pretty good.
Yeah, they was locked down. Well, I can't give away any secrets about that, though.
Well, 10-4, man. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Oh, yeah, man. Skylar, for sure. My wife, you for doing this. Nathan Cogdell for this beautiful paint scheme, and that's about it, man.
10-4. Well, congratulations, man, and we will see you next week.
I appreciate it.
All right, man. Hey, Skylar, you got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do. How you doing?
Man, pretty good, man. And I tell you, a nice 1-2 for the team there, man. Congratulations.
Yeah, it feels good. I was just trying to make sure Jeremy got the win coming to the finish.
I tell you, man, and that race, that one kept you working there. It was kind of good. You guys were up the front, man. Those cautions started coming quick and fast there near the end.
Yeah, we just got up front and held on to it. It was definitely interesting.
Absolutely, man. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Jeremy, all the teammates, Dakota, Dylan, who's not here today. Of course, love Kevin to death. Hate we couldn't have him up here with us, even though we're not on the same team. You, of course, the other admin who I work with to keep the league going, Mission 22, GI Juniors, and all the family and friends who watch.
Absolutely, man. Congratulations again there, Skylar, and we will see you next week.
Sounds good.
Hey, Tristan, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Man, I tell you, you tried, man. I tell you, just a good battle all the way around, man. Congratulations on that 3rd position.
Yeah, I appreciate it. We were making it do what we had on the top. I just didn't have a whole lot of help in those last couple laps. That first green-white checkered, I thought we were going to be able to get it done. I got a good side draft through 1 and 2, but thanks for Skylar and Jeremy there for racing me clean at the end.
I tell you, man, is it kind of hard to pass there? Because I was watching, like you just said about the side draft, and I was like, seems like only thing you could do is try to get some side draft and try to see if you can get some momentum going, and but it just seemed like it just wouldn't hold through the turn there.
Yeah, I just need that a little bit of extra help on the bottom. We get them wound up. You can run the top a little bit better, I think. But just with that short of laps, with not a whole lot of help from behind, it's hard to get the momentum up.
10-4, man. Well, anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Just our league admins here, Dustin Stallings and David Hall, my teammate Mason Ford.
10-4, man. Well, congratulations again, guys, and we will see you next week. Okay, folks. Well, that will do it. Boy, I tell you, man, what a finish that was. And let's go ahead and take a look at the results here of the race here. Get those up for you. And hey, we got Mythic Racing 1-2. Jeremy Talley finishing first with Skylar Berry second, Tristan Stevenson third, Mark Beverly fourth, Caleb Clenard fifth, Charles Gettings sixth, Dakota Tomlinson seventh, Kevin Dials eighth, Alan Martin in ninth position, and Brett Summers rounds out your top 10. And we'll scroll on down the order here so you can look and see where your favorite driver ended. And boy, I tell you, things got really crazy at the end. So and that finishing order really got jumbled up towards the end. But great race nonetheless. And I tell you, folks, you got to come back next week. We'll be hitting Lucas Oil Raceway for the Lucas Oil 96. You're not going to want to miss that. That is going to be crazy. And so for everybody here, Rice Motorsports TV, we want to wish you a pleasant evening.